Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome
What's
to an
going
new
on?
episode of HoodTake. I'm your host, Denzel, along with my two co-hosts, Rico and Brandon. GB, he's not in studio today. He had to take care of some personal business.
Yes,
So, shout out to him.
Sending our
Shout
letter,
out,
GB.
shout out.
Yes. Fellas, how you guys doing today?
Excellent, sir. How you
Brandon,
doing?
we didn't see you last weekend, man. How you feeling, man?
Oh,
Hope you coming back with some fire.
Man, super hot fire.
Yeah. Rico, how you feeling?
We great, man. We out here great.
Everybody.
I had to clean it up.
Clean
Make
it up.
sure-
With
Yeah,
the
he
new
had to do the
cut.
big chop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big
That's
chop.
good.
Shout out to you. Good looking, bro.
Right, brother, man.
Most
Anything I
def.
can
Yes,
do, I
sir.
have my brothers.
Yeah.
So, fellas, we have a special guest in the studio. We have the lovely Milaan.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hello.
Thanks for having me. I'm
Thank you for
excited.
coming. How are you?
I'm good, blessed.
Yes, it's good to have you in the studio. Another black queen, beautiful black queen in the building. Know her hoops. You know, she's a very interesting girl. You know, when I reached out to her, she didn't she didn't hesitate to respond back and show love and hop on board. So I thank you for that and I salute you.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited. I like what you guys are doing over here.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Pretty
So
dope.
you have your own brand or media push through.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So I started Push Through once I graduated from college. I got my degree in journalism. I've always been interested in, I've always loved sports, more specifically hoops. I'm like obsessed with watching it. So I wanted to create my own outlet where like my biggest thing is like inspiring people to chase their dreams. I feel like too often we see people who give up too early and like they don't go all the way through. So I wanted to create an outlet that intertwined sports and inspiring people to chase their dreams essentially. So what I did was I just started reaching out to athletes and I wanted to hear their stories of like how they made it to where they are, whether that's in the NBA or coaching in the NBA or trainers or anything like that. And then just to hear like the challenges they went through and so that others can feel like, okay, they did it as well, so I can do it too. So I just wanted to more so be like intertwine sports and then inspirational content at the same time.
Wow.
So that's where it came about.
And what college did you go to?
I went to Cal Poly Pomona.
Okay,
Yeah.
shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cal
Shout out to
Poly.
the Broncos.
And it's interesting that you say that because, the sports industry is more so of a male dominant
Yeah, for
type
sure.
of industry. So you being a woman, a black woman, and, creating your own platform, I salute you because you already conduct, and she'll talk about the guests that she already, she interviewed with, but, the interview that you already, have, that's a lot under your belt. you
Yeah.
know? And how long have you been doing this so far?
I interviewed. My first interview was with Fred VanVleet.
Oh, wow.
And I did him. It'll be a year ago in July. That was my very first interview though, so it was. I was
Yeah.
nervous to like do it, and I was like I basically had to like do it all by myself as far as like camera and all that stuff. So I learned a lot, which is like the biggest thing. I feel like failure is the best teacher, and you're not
Yeah.
gonna be
It is.
perfect at first. So. I think that's why it took me so long to drop. I also wanted to get like more content, so that's where I had more interviews like stacked up, so I could have more dropping or whatever. But yeah, it was just more so, just reaching out to people and then trying to get them to sit down with me or whatever the case is. So,
And the fact that you were able to reach out to him after they won the championship, correct?
yeah, he's super nice and like real humble because I didn't think he was going to do it when he reached back out to me and he was like, yeah, for sure. Like Toronto had just came off of winning the championship. It was like a month, not even a month after. So they were in LA for training already. So we met up and then he was able to do that. He was super humble, super nice guy. So I was really thankful for that one.
And
That's dope.
That's dope. And you guys just talked about like the championship or just his whole journey or?
Yeah, more so like because he went undrafted. So I really liked his story, just how he just made such a big impact, won his first ring, and like he went undrafted. So I always tell people like you don't have to get drafted to like win a championship or make it that far in the league. So I think he's a perfect example of that. So I really just wanted to like capture his story and talk about that.
Very good example of just never giving up and never settling.
Yeah,
Go for it all.
Yeah.
And then you did another interview too, right? With Taco Fall.
Tacos.
Big Taco, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to my guy.
Celtics fan favorite, yeah. So I did Taco. Actually, I had a friend who actually connected me with him. So shout out to Essence, but she knew him. So that was a more recent one.
Yeah.
So we did it over Zoom. So he was super nice.
Tell us about that.
His story was I reached out and he was down for it, and so we just did it over Zoom, and then just to like hear his story of just him coming to the U.S. and like playing at UCF, and then just he also didn't get drafted, but he's on a 2-way contract now. So his story is just really inspirational, and just like more so, he wants to make a big impact off the court as well. So just like influencing people like back at home, and so I think he's gonna make I think we're gonna see more of him. So I think maybe people aren't taking him as seriously, but I think he keeps reiterating how like he's just getting better every day and using the G League to his advantage. So I really like touching on that, the fact that like the G League is beneficial.
Right, and speaking of the G League, I know a couple weeks ago, or even 3 weeks ago, we talked about it being the next move for young players coming out of college.
Or even from high school.
Even from high school,
you know.
For sure. So how do you feel about that? You know, the NBA, they're letting people, like you said, from high school and high school come to the G League, you know, with no experience, college, high school is considered professional, right?
Yeah.
So, they come in with a little bit of like college experience, no college experience, so they're going with the big dogs, right?
Yeah.
So, and also they're funding them with money as well a month. So you think that's like the new wave of, that players going to start going?
Yeah, I think it also, like, we see the recent players who are just going straight from the G League. I think that scared, like, the NCAA in a sense, because they were like, okay, we'll let you get money off of, like, your endorsement deals and stuff like that. So I think they're, like, shaking it up. And I like it. I like them making their own decisions and not going to these colleges where they're, they're not making any money and the colleges are getting all this money off of them. So I like the fact that they can make their own path and go to the G League and get better, essentially, and then get ready for the NBA.
Exactly.
Most def. I have a question for you as well. You spoke a little bit on you had to kind of build your brand and like kind of I would say fail first to succeed later. And I want you to touch on that a little bit more because building a brand is very, very difficult.
Very hard.
Especially in this time, in this climate, and you're recently graduating college. I just want you to speak on your failures that turned it into successes.
Because us as a whole, being in the same little bubble, just reaching out to different players. And, I didn't got rejected a couple times.
Numerous times.
So it's gonna be the grind.
It took me a minute to after the first couple of people did, I'm like, well, forget you then. Who is you? I don't need you.
But
then exactly, I F you. Exactly. But then it's just like, you just gotta build up something. You gotta make a name for yourself. You can't let every little no bring you down. You have to use that as motivation. Like, okay, that's cool. But 10 years from now, you're gonna probably be the one that want to get on my show. You're gonna be the one that's coming down.
So, my favorite thing is like if it was easy, everyone would do it. So I just feel like you touched on, like I'm quick to talk about all the failures and all that thing. Like you said, I've gotten so many no's. So just because I've gotten these yeses, like I've had instances where it was almost a yes and then it didn't go through, whatever the case is. But failure as far as like me learning all of it, because it's really hard to find like a video person or something because I have to go to them and I only have a short window. So I have like, and athletes, like some of them are just, I'm on their time essentially. So that they'll make a time and then they'll cancel it and I have to read. So it's like I can't really find someone who's free all day every day. So it's like I had to learn to like, that's why I said about failures. Like my first Fred VanVleet interview, like the quality of the video wasn't good because I had to learn. I never even like worked the video, whatever camera, but I had to go and I was like, well, I'm not about to miss it. So I basically set up the cameras on tripods and stuff like that. So it's just learning. Like I've learned so much as far as like lighting, audio, video, like all that stuff. So I'm basically like learning it all myself, editing videos. So it's just like all that. Cause like I can't really count on someone to be free the whole time. And then if they can't show up, I can't go. Like I gotta go. So I just basically like that. So, but definitely a lot of failures. And I think like making sure that like, everything's not going to be perfect. So not being afraid to like not be your best at the beginning or whatever. Like you're going to learn as you grow. And I think that's what I wanted my channel to be. I want my people that are following me to grow with me and see like, from my Fred VanVleet interview to like whatever my 100th video I've said, of just like, just see the growth. Cause then I want to inspire people to be like, okay, you don't have to start off perfect. Like you can start wherever. And then just as long as you're continuing to grow, I think that's the biggest thing.
You're inspiring me from afar. Little do you know, cause like you said, you setting the bar, like like when I seen, I'm like, she got her own little, she's doing it by herself. Just like you said, you setting, learning angles, you getting certain cameras, you doing everything with no help. So that's like even more respect to you because you're doing everything from yourself, no help, no own. So when you get up there, you have the right. I did this by myself. I put this together. I made it happen, and that's amazing.
That's big.
Yeah, and it feel a lot better when you get it that way too. Like I mean, if you get help, I mean, help is always cool. But once you do it yourself and can't nobody take that away from you,
Most
You know,
def.
ain't no
'Cause
better
nobody-
feeling.
I don't feel like nobody can just get a Fran Van Fleet interview.
Man,
like, you
for
know,
real,
like,
though.
after
I
a
was-
championship, that's
yeah.
dope right
Yeah,
there.
that's
perfect
big.
Dope,
timing,
man.
and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and that's beautiful for your resume.
It
Yeah.
is.
You
it
feel me?
is, it
Like
is.
building your own type of resume that makes it, like you said, you're stepping into your vision.
Yeah.
Like it's very inspiring for you to step into your vision and inspire others that are in your field to join you within your vision.
Yeah, I think
That's
that was
very
the
dope.
biggest thing was like straight out of college. I think it's like really it's easy to get down on yourself as far as like not hearing back from certain jobs you're applying for,
Yep.
whatever the case is. But I almost like gave up and was like, I'm gonna just go get a different job, or whatever the case is. But I was like, I don't want to allow like the ESPNs or these outlets who don't even know me like decide my future essentially. So I was just
Right.
like,
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
create my own path, and then like so I had so that's pretty basically what it was.
Dope.
So let me ask you this.
Okay.
I want to ask you about this picture, but
Yeah, yeah. I got a
Same,
question about that
same.
picture
but okay,
too.
Same.
you asked that question.
Okay.
Are you a Celtics fan?
I am.
Oh
a
no,
diehard
hell
Celtics.
no, hell
Shit,
no.
Celtics.
I
Oh,
almost
man.
wore my Celtics
Oh,
shirt.
my
but
God. Yeah.
I
We
kept
might
it
have to-
cool.
Oh,
you
another-
bet.
you
that
got
was
another
bad.
We'll
shirt.
have to cut to commercial
No.
break.
What made you become a Celtics? And you're from California, so
Yeah.
how did you get a love for the Celtics?
Rondo, that's where my love for the Celtics.
Wow.
grew.
Why
That's
Rondo?
unique.
Rondo.
I have
Some people say Truth, some people say
Uh-huh.
Antoine Walker, some people say Larry
Rondo.
Bird.
I fell in love with it just based off Rondo
Because it looks. Nah, please.
Oh, no.
Shout out Rondo.
Ray
No, he was
John.
just my favorite. Just the way he just like saw the game, like this is his read of the game.
Yeah.
He just made everything look so nice. I
He
just
did.
So I definitely became a Celtics fan because
I'm
of him.
I'm a fan
That's
of Rondo.
dope.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Rondo
Rondo.
now.
I've never,
Lakers.
I've
I like
never
it.
heard that perspective.
Yeah, I never
A
heard
lot of
that.
people say that too.
Yeah,
They're
no,
like Rondo.
That's
like,
different.
yeah.
That's
That's dope. Yeah.
Rondo is a good person to follow behind just
Yeah.
because he's not basic, but he has a great
Nah,
basketball
yeah,
IQ.
that's
He's a floor
huge.
general.
Exactly.
And it ain't really done off of shooting. It's like more so of getting his teammates
How you see the
involved.
game.
Yeah, how you see the game from
the
a-
flow of the game.
Exactly.
The
Yeah.
spacing, he controlled a lot of the spacing. He controlled a lot of the player movement.
Mhm.
He used to call out the players' plays.
Exactly.
Like
exactly.
as it was
my
happening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I used to hate him for that.
Yeah, you could watch just him and Ray Allen a lot. He would just call out where to go
Yeah.
and other things.
That's-
So I was
yeah,
like,
that's
it's like,
crazy.
For real, I used to hate him for that.
So you used to be so
love
when LA played the Celtics, you was rooting for the Celtics
Oh,
at that
absolutely.
time.
I'm not an LA fan. I'll
Whoa.
never be an LA.
Why?
Whoa.
What?
I'll never root for the Lakers.
You
Why
was
not?
doing
This the hometown. What?
You was
I'm
doing
not-
so well.
Yeah, you was
was
doing so
doing
well.
so
You can't be a
well.
Celtics fan and root for the Lakers. Come on now.
I mean, I don't got nothing to say bad about the Celtics. You know, my nigga LeBron's busting their ass for years and years and years and years. So I ain't got nothing bad to say about the Celtics.
I'm baffled. That is wild.
Got everything bad to say about the Celtics.
Man.
Hey, but I ain't gonna do it.
Nah,
I ain't gonna
out
do
of
it.
respect.
Yeah.
Out of
No, I ain't
respect.
gonna do it.
But when
Respect
you
you
leave, we
guys.
gonna be talking again.
Rico,
we gonna bring back the Celtics.
you kind of got the Celtics color on if you want to
Oh,
be
no,
general.
don't
Yeah,
disrespect
Hold on,
me.
we gotta
Don't
get
disrespect me.
Fact check it. Fact check it. Let's go.
Don's basketball.
All right, no. So look, I got a question for you now, though.
Okay.
And it was regarding to this picture as well. I see you fly. Where do you get your style from?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I have a love for sneakers, so I
What's
think
your favorite
that's
sneaker?
the ones.
Why?
Okay,
That's
Brandon
a
coming with the
question.
homework. Okay, I like those
Yeah.
questions, man.
Because you know you just laugh.
Nah, but females in general, they taking over the style,
Yeah.
like the style
yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Y'all
Most
make
definitely.
it. Y'all set
I'm
the bar.
not elite or nothing. I just
Nah,
have a
you
love for
elite.
sneakers.
No,
That's
yeah.
really
Nah,
it.
you
I
elite.
just love. I think
Step into your eliteness.
just ones. I don't know. I just like. I think because I like wearing sweats a lot, so I think ones and sweats are just my favorite combination. So I love
That's
the
100.
ones. Yeah.
How many pair of sneakers do you have?
Um,
I seen your gram. You do got ones. You are one fan. That ain't no denying that.
Ones, yeah.
I don't know how many I have.
See, she got too many that she
No,
can't keep up with.
I'm
Oh, my
not
lord.
counting, but I don't know how many I have. I'll count and get back to you. But I don't know how many I have.
And then you also, I see you were sitting, on
Yes.
the Duke bench.
So,
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually a Kentucky fan, so I'm gonna throw that out there, so like, there's no confusion.
Oh,
I'm
my
a
Lord
Kentucky
Jesus.
fan,
Oh.
so shout out to the
Alright.
Wildcats.
That's cool.
No, don't
But-
shout out the Wildcats.
AD,
No.
AD.
But
No.
see, Rondo. My friend Barbara, shout out to Barbara. She hooked this up. So she lives in North Carolina. So I went out there during the summer, I believe, and it was they were doing it was raising money for cancer. So it was an event. So we got to go into like the Duke gym, and like that was super cool. Just being, I'm a Kentucky fan, but just being like standing on the Coach K court, like if you're a hoop fan, like that's something like exciting. So that was like super, super cool. My mom's a diehard Duke fan though, so she was jealous. But
okay, moms.
yeah.
Okay,
who's your guys' teams?
UCLA.
College?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. As of right now.
Oh, you switching up?
No.
That's what it sounds like.
No, because
as of right now.
I'm a hometown dude, so I like the Pac-12.
Okay.
But if I had to choose one college, I'm gonna go with University of Arizona.
Ooh.
University.
Okay, I can vouch for that.
Okay.
He been there. He been there long.
Shout out to my boy Nick Johnson. That's my guy, and Gabe York. Shout out to them.
Shit. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't like a specific team. I like college players.
Okay.
I feel you.
The Hoopers.
I feel you.
I mean, I really don't care about the colleges because fuck the colleges. They making money off my niggas anyway.
Okay.
Right.
Fuck them.
For sure. Nah,
equality.
I was on. Yeah, let me get that in the photo for real.
Man.
Yeah, we definitely gonna talk about that more in depth. But UCLA was that was my place. That was the place I wanted to be a point guard at. That's definitely, I love
you. Always want to be something somewhere. You just,
hey, I got to be great,
we
man.
asked you, what's your favorite team, and you want to give us in depth. What can I contribute to the team?
B-roll, man.
I wanted to go.
How many points? How many banners I could have?
Yep. 17 banners in 4 years.
So you like that game where Fox killed Lonzo?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I bet a lot of niggas.
Yeah. Nah, Lonzo is a
Lonzo's a dog.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Lonzo is a dog. NBA or not, Lonzo is a dog.
But De'Aaron Fox is real.
De'Aaron
Fox.
That's my guy.
That's a different breed.
Low-key would have rather just take De'Aaron, but I was so into the LeVar Ball.
Yeah, LA people were.
That was an LA thing.
You guys fell for the hype.
We did.
I mean,
that's why we got Tatum.
Yes.
That's why we got Tatum.
Don't
you guys fell for it.
I will tell you about your team. Your team.
Jason ain't gonna be there for long.
He ain't.
He ain't gonna be there
yes,
for long.
he is.
That's a fact. No, he ain't gonna be there for long.
He ain't gonna be there for long.
No, yes, he is.
He got 7 years, and then he gonna go out.
He might come to the land. He might come to the
market.
You guys think everyone's coming to the land? Stop
because it's
why not? It's the whole time. Don't you love it out here?
It's like everybody do everything for the gram. Everybody would have come to the land.
That's facts.
But
oh my lord.
But to touch on that, the Celtics, they do a real good job.
Yeah,
of
Danny
team
Ainge is brilliant.
Yeah,
he's a nice dude too. I seen him one time in person. He's a very approachable dude.
Oh, he's approachable. He actually will talk to you.
He'll talk to you. It wasn't like a long.
Yeah, that was shocking. I thought he would have been
like nah.
Yeah,
I thought too. I was probably nervous. I was a little nervous too because I'm like, oh yeah, is that Danny Ainge?
Yep.
I'm like, how you doing, Mr. Ainge? Like, how you doing, young fellow? I'm like, hey, I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Chopped it up with him. It wasn't, he was catching the flight at the time, so I'm like,
just the fact that he was gonna have a conversation.
Yeah, just to have a 5,
just to have a 5-minute conversation. That's everything.
I never thought I can take a picture with Jerry West. You know,
exactly.
You never know. Until you approach him, and
Most def.
I was gonna ask, how tall is Jerry West?
That's a good question. I want to say
like. I
want to say 6'1", 6'3", probably.
6'2"?
Yeah, 6'2", 6'3". Yeah,
that's dope.
So, who's your favorite basketball player
growing up?
This moment?
Rondo.
Yeah, Rondo's my favorite basketball player.
Nobody else catch your eye. You don't have a love for nobody. LeBron.
Oh, right now, no.
You don't. Wait. Hold on. Stop everything that's going on. Why did you just do that about LeBron? Like, why'd you make that face on all?
Okay, you respect LeBron, but like you said, like he's beaten us a lot of times. I'm not a big fan of him.
Okay. Yeah, I respect that. I can't say much. I respect it.
GOAT, but yeah. Rondo.
Who is the GOAT?
Ooh.
Yeah, let me put you on spots. We got GOAT talk.
We gotta ask everybody. Hold on. We gotta ask everybody who come on the show.
Who the GOAT?
Okay, I'm not saying the greatest of all time.
No,
like that.
no,
I throw the GOAT out there, just like he's. I'm gonna say Tatum's a GOAT. Like I throw.
Wait a minute.
It's a little early.
Of right now.
Cool.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
like obviously the MJ, I would say is a GOAT.
Okay.
But I'm just saying. I throw the GOAT out there. Like
you are a Celtics fan for real because y'all go hard for your people. I don't care.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me give you my Celtics. So I would say Rondo and then Tatum for sure. I as far as like my favorites right now, Tatum. I can't cheer for Rondo though.
Why? Because
Because he's on the
Yeah.
exactly.
I mean, but you
once
gotta
a Celtic,
be loyal.
always a Celtic.
Individually,
Yeah,
I'm
loyal.
like, I love him, or he'll do something. I'm like, man, I miss him, or whatever.
Okay.
But like, no, in that Lakers jersey, I can't.
Who's your top 5 for? Who's the greatest Celtics of all? Top 5.
Celtics,
Ooh, that's a
I'd
good
say.
question.
She know her hoops, so I know she got a good list. She know her hoops.
But but there's too many. I don't. Okay,
Top 5.
It is.
It's
Or
all right
Or
if
even
you
top
leave
3.
them out.
is.
Top 3.
wait, no, let me do 5.
Okay.
So
You
I'd
got-
have to say. Okay, I'm
It ain't
biased.
no
I'm
ro-
gonna throw
it-
my favorites.
Look,
okay.
it's no
ahead,
wrong.
just
It's
say
no
your
wrong.
favorite.
It's no
Yeah,
wrong.
this is your opinion.
Okay, but
This
just
is your-
side note, I really liked Larry Bird. Like I really enjoyed his
look,
highlights. But
that's-
I didn't watch him growing up, so it's like
No,
I
no,
can't-
no,
I
for
only
real.
watch
And I agree with
highlights.
you because I can't be like that with MJ
Yeah.
because I never watched MJ growing
Yeah.
up. So I totally
And that's
agree
why I
with you.
feel like LeBron is the greatest of all
Okay,
time because I never watched Jordan.
Okay,
I'm just saying.
top 5 because he's
Okay,
gonna go.
I'm just hey.
The Truth, KG.
Ooh, shout out KG.
Oof, okay. I'm gonna just throw Larry Bird in there just because. If we're doing greatest,
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna say.
These aren't they?
I'm gonna say. What am I at 4?
You
Yeah.
have, no 3,
Three.
So you got 2 more.
You got 2 more.
Mm,
You got KG, Paul Pierce, Bird.
okay.
No Rondo.
I see. Okay, I'm gonna throw Rondo and. Damn, people are gonna.
Think about it.
Uh,
It can't be wrong. It's your list. Because not everybody Celtics fan like that, you
Yeah.
know.
Okay, I'm gonna just. He's young, but I'm gonna have to throw JT in there.
No, that's respect.
That's respect.
That's
yeah.
respect. I like
Yeah, that's
JT.
respect,
I like
yeah.
JT.
Yeah,
You got
I
to.
think. Yeah, he's already special. I think he's
Yeah.
gonna. So you guys don't think he's
Yes.
gonna be a Celtic for long?
No.
I think he gonna bounce this 7 year.
I
It
feel
all-
well. Yeah, it all depends. It all depends on how they treat him and how they coach him and how they, build the team around him. Because eventually he's gonna be the biggest star on the team.
Because look,
Kimba's gonna get old and Jason Tatum's the next man up.
Kimba's only like 20, 27,
Like
28, 29.
28,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
I mean that's a little old.
And then they got Jalen Brown.
Yeah, that's what I'm
They
saying.
got
Yeah,
Gordon
Jalen.
Haywood. You
Depending
know?
on how that's what made
The
me say
only
that.
thing,
Like,
the only thing I don't like about it's too many small forwards.
mm-hmm.
I have a plethora of small.
And
forwards.
Danny Ainge will build the team.
He
around
will,
him.
yeah. I
Yeah,
trust him.
yeah,
at
yeah.
this
I
point,
hope
yeah.
so.
He built a team now.
He
He
Got
built
it,
it.
yeah.
He has a nice team now. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
I
it's
think
a lot of small forwards.
I think JT, in reality, just like that's like the certain move, like the whole wave of the NBA.
Mhm.
You get drafted by a team, you spend the years that you're supposed to be there, and probably an extra 2, then
Uh-huh.
eventually you'll branch off.
You wanna
another
test that
you
market.
want to test the market, and then
Yeah.
you'll test another team because these people, I don't want to say kids, the young bulls, they want to test the like Brent said, they want to test the water. They want to see
Yeah.
what another franchise is like.
I feel you.
I feel like Jason Tatum, his favorite player is Kobe.
of course.
So
His
him
play
and that
style
mamba
is
is
a
just
lot
like
like
Kobe. So
Kobe,
his
too.
mentality is probably it's just like Kobe. So
Uh-huh.
he might stay with the the Celtics, just be with one team. I wouldn't put it past him, but then
Yeah,
I
it
wouldn't
wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah,
It
and
wouldn't surprise me.
I wouldn't be.
But
But
I
I
want
just
him to be in the
just,
Laker jersey.
Yeah, just the way the wave is going. Like,
Did you see how he wanted to go to Phoenix?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that is
Yeah,
true. Now that
see?
you throw that out there, yeah.
Uh-huh.
all right,
That would have
Dad.
been a nice.
Holla at you, man.
All right, Dev. Thank you,
Most
brother.
def.
Shout out to my boy.
Shout out to Dev.
So,
Go
yeah.
follow.
So we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and then we're gonna come back, and then we're gonna really get into the hoop discussion. Okay.
All right.
Uh-huh.
A couple of topics, and thank you for watching Hood Take, and we'll be back.
All right.
Hood takes on the.
minute.
Ooh, 5 seconds. Ooh, 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 ooh. 5 seconds for the hood take. Ooh. Ooh, 5 seconds for the hood take. Ooh. We coming back from the fucking break. Ooh. We
Coming back from the
fucking
break. Ooh. Hey.
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 Welcome back to
back.
Welcome
Was
back
that
to Hood
live?
Take, everybody. Thank you so
Was
much
it
for
live?
tuning in.
Let's
Was it
go.
live?
Let's go.
That'd be live. You know?
Are we recording it live?
Hey, DJ, was that record? Was that record, DJ? Nah, yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Hood Take. Thank you guys for tuning in. Once again, we have the lovely Milaan in the building.
Yes,
Milaan.
Thank you. So we first half of the show, we got to get to know her, question her, her basketball, who's her favorite player, her brand, push through. We got a lot. Wish we could talk about some more, but the way time is moving, we gotta
Keep it going.
keep it going.
Right.
So
Let it flow.
so right now, Mike, our engineer Elliot, shout out Elliot.
Shout out.
Shout
Shout
out
out Elliot.
Shout
Shout
out
out Elliot, man.
Elliot,
Put the
yeah.
camera on him.
Hey,
Yeah, put the camera on the
my
one
guy.
time.
Nah.
One time.
I believe it happened on Wednesday. A letter was sent to Jenny Buss, and we're gonna pull it up. We're gonna read it. It was a very, very
Vulgar.
Vulgar.
message. So right now, if you guys can see it, if you want to read,
Yo.
dear whore.
Oh,
Whoa.
shit.
That's just the
I didn't even notice that.
yeah.
Yes.
That's already just like wow.
All the way.
After 60 years as a huge Laker fan, I now say to hell with the overpaid N-word traders and the NBA. Go to hell and join blank Kobe Bryant.
I gotta ask you one question. What was the blank after join?
Yeah.
What was that?
I'm
word?
guessing. Man.
They didn't blur it out. That's how the letter was blurred. That's
Yeah,
how,
yeah,
that's how it was
that's
blurred,
how
yeah.
it's-
Oh, he
But-
sent it like that?
Yeah, he sent no.
No.
They blurred it out
Genius.
themselves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it probably say the N word.
Yeah.
But
That's what I was thinking.
yeah. This the opening. Dear
And he
whore.
signed his name?
And
That's what I'm
he has
saying. Like,
his
you gotta be that
name.
dumb.
No.
Like,
He has the whole return address on it. So that's
He got
even-
the return address
on it.
too?
Yeah.
Boy,
What's his address?
I don't know, but
What's his address?
We
What's
can
his
find
address?
it,
We need to
you
go
know?
pop up at his spot real
Up.
quick.
Now,
No, this is very disrespectful.
Me-
on so many
Extremely.
levels.
right, and me being raised around women my whole life, and the
Man,
and the
took the
fact that
word.
it just said whore, and
Uh-huh.
that's a coward move. That's weak, man. And
Big facts.
and me being a Laker fan and being not knowing Jeannie personally, but just I've been a Laker fan all my life and just following her and just seeing how she is with the team and how, just hearing stories about her. She's a very, very caring person, very
Yes.
loving person.
Yes.
And the fact that you gotta write a letter because
This the
the
wrong
NBA
person
it's
to
the wrong
attack.
person. It's not
Yeah.
nothing that she's doing. It's more so that just the
Uh-huh.
pandemic that we in as a whole. So
Uh-huh.
why would you even have the energy to send her a stupid letter like that?
Uh-huh.
And then mention Kobe Bryant.
Right.
We don't play about Kobe.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's like
You already know all day.
it's just
That's
we
crazy.
just live in a world where we got ignorant people.
Joe,
Yeah,
whatever
Joe.
your mother name is,
Ignorant
Mhm.
people that just don't have like no type of sympathy or just like
home training.
home training.
So,
As my mama
I have a
would
question.
say.
He sent this because of why? Because
Yeah, that's
they're
what I
not
was
playing.
thinking.
Like, what's
yeah,
the,
because they're not playing. The NBA, the pandemic that they're in because of COVID, and
that's why he sent this?
that's why he sent it. If I'm not mistaken,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I think.
It might-
Go
go ahead.
ahead. I say it a lot. Like, I think that, like, for sure. First of all, how are you a Laker fan and then you
Right.
insult Kobe? That is
Right.
but you say you're 60 years a fan. But I feel like a lot of there's Joes out there who are like really racist, and I feel
Yeah.
like they like you while you're entertaining them,
Mhm.
but once you stop or like once you put the ball down or like LeBron, like stick to
Shut up
yes.
and dribble.
Yeah,
That
so
goes
I
back to
feel
that, you
yeah,
know?
so I think that there's a lot of Joes out there, and it's sad, but like it's the truth. Like they love you when you're entertaining
right,
them. He
and that's
said
all
he-
that we think they think that we are just entertainment,
Yeah,
entertainment
yeah.
dummies. But we're human beings. They're human
Exactly.
beings. They do so much for the community. They do so much for their family. They do so much in just general. And the
Uh-huh.
fact that they she says she get letters like this,
Mm-hmm.
daily. This is just the first time that she felt like the need to put it out there.
Yeah.
And it's sad that she has to open up a message full of hatred and
Uh-huh.
And keep in mind, Jeannie Buss is a white woman.
right,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah.
So like maybe
So,
he
like-
felt like it was
Exactly.
okay saying that to her.
Maybe.
Right.
Exactly.
What was the purpose of that? What were you trying to like? Is that a way to get your point across? Were you trying to hurt her
Yeah.
feelings? Like, what kind of like how did you see
Like
kind
what
of
was the
feelings
like
you
yeah
wanna-
like what was the point of it in all like
Right.
what was
Like
the point
what kind of
like,
feelings you want to entice by sending this?
and you
because
know, I
all
know-
in all go ahead
no, go ahead.
because in all when if and when it comes back, that same Joe is gonna be in the stands,
Isn't
gonna
that
be at the
crazy?
championship
Exactly.
parade,
Right.
and he's gonna be back on the bandwagon.
Mhm.
Exactly.
That's what's sick to me. I think just the fact that like there's Joes in the stands that are cheering and going hard or
Man.
asking these
Uh-huh.
players for their autographs and stuff, and whole time be feeling this the whole
Mhm.
time.
Be the
The
same
whole
dudes
time.
under the comments on Instagram.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you a bum, you know, talking
Yep.
all reckless and stuff. That's sad, man.
It is.
The world we live
yeah,
in.
the world
It
we live
is.
in.
It's
That's what
Social
definitely
it
media.
is.
That's why you got to be strong.
Gotta be strong, and you know, I support Jenny by any
Yeah.
means. I'm
Yeah,
right
Absolutely.
yeah.
behind
That's
her.
what I said.
I'm
Hey,
behind her.
I really salute Jeannie for actually putting this
putting
out
it out
for
exactly and
us
shedding
to-
light
yeah.
on it exactly
because
she could
we
have
never
just
know.
tucked it.
Yeah, exactly.
She could have just
And
tucked it like, oh, okay.
we not even know how many of these Joes she's tucked.
Mm.
You feel me? Because you could tell it could be a whole mess of letters in her
Mhm.
bags from
I believe
years and years and years, and going across any owner or anybody. You feel me? You know what happened with Russ and with
fan.
the Jazz. Yeah,
the
exactly.
fan.
Things of that nature. Joes like that are so bold nowadays. Due to the current climate that we in, they're very comfortable in expressing themselves in this light, and it's disrespectful.
sad.
It's
Yeah.
sad.
It is.
It's sad.
Sad.
It's real sad.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
It's the
So
world that we live in.
well, exactly. So I have another question, Elliot, if you can pull it up. So I believe 7 years ago today, LeBron James.
Get it out. Those Bernie.
He
you
won
got
his,
this side.
he won his second consecutive NBA championship with the
Yes.
Miami Heat
Yes.
in a
Yes, he
Game 7 series against the
Spurs.
it was against the San Antonio,
Okay.
a very good San Antonio Spurs
Very
with the likes
good.
of
It wasn't
with
good
the
enough.
Tim Duncan,
Wasn't good enough.
Tim Duncan,
Wasn't good enough.
Tony Parker,
Wasn't
Manu
good enough.
Ginobili,
Wasn't
Danny
good
Green,
enough. Wasn't
Kawhi.
good enough. Wasn't good enough.
Mm.
But it went to a Game 7.
But it wasn't good
Game
enough.
7 though.
So look, so my question to you guys, with that being said,
Is this really a question to me?
well, we gonna see.
Uh,
LeBron, how many rings he have? Like one? No, I'm playing with you. How many rings? How many rings he have? Like he got three.
Yeah.
Which
Those are three.
championship, is the most significant one? Like which one is the biggest one?
all right, that's the question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which one?
The one he won in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah,
so?
You're most
Because he
definitely.
won. He won it in his hometown. Something he'd been trying to do since he got in the league.
Okay.
He
And,
broke the Cleveland curse
Yeah,
too.
he broke the Cleveland curse. Yes.
3-1.
3-1.
What? 3-1.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Thank
Greatest
back
basketball
3-1.
player ever. Michael Jordan has never came back down from 3-1.
He was never down 3-1.
And I don't care. I don't care.
Speak on
He
it.
ain't
Let's
never
go.
did
Never
it.
been down.
Let's go.
He ain't
3-1.
never did it.
Well, he didn't need to. 'cause
He ain't
was
never
dominant.
did it. It don't matter. And ain't nobody else gonna ever do it.
Don't
He was the
speak too
first
soon.
one.
Don't-
He was the
don't
first
speak
and
too
last
soon.
one to
Don't
do
speak
it.
too soon.
Don't
Mark
speak
my
too
words.
soon.
He'll take
Don't speak
What's
too
it?
soon.
6:51 Saturday,
Saturday.
June 20th.
Uh-huh.
Yo,
Nigga.
you wild. Milan, what about yourself?
I agree. I
You
agree.
agree?
Cleveland. Yeah, down 3-1. That was crazy. So I feel like, obviously the one Game 7 against the Spurs.
Right.
That was elite too. But
That
That
one,
was
I like that one
elite,
too.
yeah.
I like that one. Even though go ahead, Rico.
Oh no. I'm gonna throw a wrench in it and say his 4th championship with the Lakers is going to be the most important this year.
you living in a different world.
Yeah.
Nah,
Please,
I'm
sir. Don't jinx us,
I'm
man. Don't jinx us.
foreshadowing.
Oh,
Don't start
my
talking
God.
about it. Niggas
Knock
gonna
on-
come,
knock on
niggas
wood.
gonna come back and
Knock
something
on wood.
catastrophic gonna happen.
Oh my
It's
Lord.
ours, baby.
But
It's
now
ours.
the champion that he have
Yeah,
now.
but the
What you
championship
talking
was-
about? Imaginary rings.
yeah, we didn't even
I'm
start the season yet.
foreshadowing, baby.
Oh, my
I'm
Lord.
foreshadowing.
Hey,
You heard it
hey,
here
I
first.
appreciate it,
Respect it.
and I appreciate you saying my
Big.
nigga LeBron will have 4 rings.
He will
So yeah,
have
let's just
4.
go ahead and speak that into existence.
Let's speak
Let's
it all
bring it
the way.
home, big fella.
You know, October 31st.
Go James.
Halloween.
Good old Goat James.
Halloween, October 31st.
Yes, sir. It's gonna be a scary sight.
Yep.
It is for us
Yep.
Laker fans. I think the championship with the Warriors I think that was
Yeah.
his best one just because
That
of how
was.
it happened. How he won it. The story he had behind it. Cleveland having the championship. Their first NBA championship like 50 years.
Mhm. Yep.
I think it was longer than that.
Yeah,
Shit.
and it was all sports. It was all
All- they all
platforms
sports.
from football to
to
soccer.
no, to
well, not
baseball-
soccer,
baseball,
yeah, baseball, and the other sports that they had.
Right.
College,
Mhm.
all of those things. They all was just in a drought for 60 plus years.
And that's one thing that I give LeBron. He's always had that strive for greatness mentality.
Mhm.
Never give up. he's gonna give it his all, no matter. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say I was, that I was a LeBron. I was the biggest LeBron hater. I didn't care for him. I was so much into the Kobe LeBron debate. I'm a diehard Kobe fan. So it used to anger me when people say, "Yeah, LeBron's better than Kobe." He does this better than him, and I'm like, come on now. Just knock it off.
I mean, now it's hard to debate it because Kobe has passed on, and you don't want to discredit anything that.
I mean, you can,
but stats prove.
This dude.
Stats prove.
Yeah, but who got more rings though?
Yeah, Kobe being motherfucking Bryant. Okay, that's fine.
Rings, baby.
But LeBron is
hardware.
He's still competing to this day.
Yeah, still competing.
Yeah, he's still competing. So there ain't no
Father Time catching up.
How many rings Kobe got? How many rings Kobe got?
Father Time catching up.
How many rings Kobe got?
5.
He got 5.
Mm-hmm.
You don't
Father
think
Time's
LeBron
catching up, and the NBA talent. NBA talent is getting very elite.
I'll put it to you like this: if he was to get 2 or 3 more,
so you guys don't think
by
LeBron
far the greatest?
Go double it up.
If he double it up,
if they win this year, they gonna win next year for sure.
Oh yeah,
for sure. Only because LeBron is gonna be extra healthy.
Yeah, that's facts. He do got a lot
of rest. Extra healthy.
He do got a lot of rest.
Because if he come back, it's gonna be like a month or 2 between the little couple of games that they want to play and the playoffs, and
he's in great shape.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And
that's what I'm saying. And his body is gonna stay like that, especially if we,
As much as I'm a Laker fan, I am scared of a guy called Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah,
Kawhi Leonard.
We all are.
We all are.
He's in the picture.
We ain't even going front.
And shout out to the Clippers for signing Joakim Noah too.
They did.
So it's official.
Yeah, it's official.
Okay.
He'll be joining them July 22nd. So
that's dope. Shout out Noah.
That's a good.
I fuck with Noah because Noah was the only person in the East that really didn't put up with LeBron's shit.
Why are you so man? You didn't close every damn city.
Hey, look.
Chill.
Hey, that's official. You breaking that right now?
Well, don't let me be the breakers.
Adam Schefter.
Yeah, I ain't no bold.
Adam Schefter.
As you should.
This is what I read. I do a lot of reading. From what I read, said that he's signed with the Clippers, so he'll start the season off with them.
Wow.
That's another grimy player for them.
Yeah, that's.
And he gonna fit right along with Montrez and Lou off that bench.
So let me ask this, Milaan. Right now, if you could choose a team to win the championship, who would you choose?
The Celtics.
Still the Celtics?
Yes.
Damn.
Okay. Do you ever cross that line from realist to fan?
I know you being a fan, but in reality,
do you?
I'm rocking with my team.
Dope question.
I'm for sure rocking with my team.
Okay. Well, I can respect it because it's not like her team suck. It's not like she's a
no. They don't suck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not like she's a Hornet fan, like just still like, they're gonna win the championship. Like the Celtics actually got a shot.
So let me ask you this:
they do.
You being a Celtics fan, I'm pretty sure you keep up with a little bit of the East Coast basketball, right? The Eastern Conference, right?
Yeah.
Who is the biggest threat to the Celtics?
Oh, the Bucks.
Not even Toronto?
Or the 76ers?
I still say Toronto.
No?
This year's 76ers.
Have you seen Ben Simmons recently?
His workout videos are always cool in the
nigga,
summer.
he's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Now, if he gets a jumper,
He's
him
nice.
and Giannis are going to be...
He been had a jumper. He just never utilized it. He been working the last 2 years for a jumper.
Nigga got to start showing it to me.
But the 76ers this year, no way.
You
saw them?
You don't think they can get together?
No way.
I think the Miami Heat got a good chance.
Don't sleep on the Heat.
He got a good chance.
Bam.
Ain't that right, Mike?
Bio.
I mean, they got a good push in the playoffs.
I love Tyler Hero.
Shout out Tyler Hero. That's my guy. Right? I like him. I like him.
Shout out Kendrick.
Yeah, they're good.
So you're saying Milwaukee?
For sure.
Yeah,
I'm gonna disagree with you. I'm really sold on Miami.
But you can't forget about Brooklyn. And they haven't been healthy.
KD and Kyrie not playing, so they're not irrelevant. They're not.
When?
They're not
at all?
No.
Yeah, they're not
especially
playing
with
next year.
Especially with Kyrie talking about.
Kyrie's
talking about not even coming back to the NBA. He's talking about.
This year.
Okay, so what do you guys think about that though? Because I heard Avery Bradley might not come back. Like there's players who are deciding whether or not they want to come. So like say Avery Bradley, because he said he's 50-50. That's the last I heard. It was Avery Bradley
along with Lou Williams.
Yeah, so I'm thinking.
So a lot of Lou Williams, and I can break that. Lou Williams said he's 50-50 because they don't.
Now, how do y'all feel about that?
About being the NBA, the players feeling that the NBA coming back will distract the situation, which is Black Lives Matter.
I get that.
I think I feel
that.
But also, I feel that the NBA in general have other ways to support.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm.
we've-
That's what I was
yeah,
just finna
we've
get
talked
to you.
about
The
that
Black
on-
History
yeah.
Month jerseys.
Yeah.
The Black History
Or
Month
just-
player edition shoes.
Or just
like,
even before
like,
the game
like,
doing
yeah.
intros, just
I
having
think
Yeah.
they were saying though, like, well, from what I read or whatever on Kyrie, it's just like they're gonna be the fans. Everyone's gonna be sitting at home watching games instead of like being out there and like protesting and stuff like that and like
True.
making it known. I don't think there's a wrong or right
It's
thing.
not.
I think like those who like Kyrie who feels like he needs to be out there and like sit out of the NBA and do all that. I think but like Ron who said I can make my voice heard while
Yes, he
being in
can.
the NBA. So
They
I don't think there's a right or wrong.
and they done it with so many
yeah.
statements, the T-shirts,
yeah.
commercials.
Uh-huh.
People are watching, so it's a way that they're gonna see. It's not like they just going NBA just not.
They
The
can-
NBA never ran away from shedding light on
Yeah,
situations at all.
They're the best
They can
league
renovate
ever.
money from it.
by far.
Donate it to all the black causes or Black Lives Matter causes or that are going on. Like it's different stuff that they can do to still make an impact.
It
Yeah,
is.
I definitely see both sides. I
I see both
definitely
sides
see
too.
both sides.
How?
do.
I feel
Elaborate.
like because while it's taken, let's say there's a big organization that wants to do a rally worldwide, like, and I'm talking worldwide one day, and there's NBA games that is playing that day. You haven't seen an NBA game in like 2-3 months.
Exactly.
I'm staying home.
I was thinking that's
Off top,
Right.
Like for real, as a basketball fan, low key,
I'm there
I'm
every game that come on.
feel
sitting
me?
there,
I'm
chips,
staying home,
soda,
You don't
so
have
I
everything.
can understand why they are saying,
Right.
okay, it's going to take light.
And you don't have
from-
to physically
Yeah.
be out protesting to get to be heard or
Yeah.
have an example set.
Yeah, most
Yeah.
def, most def.
No,
Millions
I feel you though, because I've
Yeah.
been protesting like a lot
Right.
and like almost every day and stuff. So I always thought like, well,
Thank you.
if the
Thank
Celtics
you.
is playing, I might like arrange my schedule around like watching them play or something.
Exactly.
So I do
Yeah.
get both sides.
I
So I didn't
definitely
agree
do,
with
yeah.
people like bashing Kyrie or like talking mess about like their way of like deciding to sit out.
Yeah,
and
but
stuff.
that's going to come with
Yeah,
the
but the
decision,
media,
you feel me?
they
that's
gonna
the
make it
decision that the
LeBron
media-
and Kyrie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who's
Or,
gonna
like,
who's gonna take whose side? Like that's just bull.
And I
It's the media.
also seen something that was saying Antoine Walker. I forgot what show or what radio station, but I was watching the Jump, I believe, and it was something saying that Antoine Walker was saying that LeBron wasn't using his platform, wasn't being vocal enough during the situation. And I thought to myself, just like the gentleman who said it, I think it was Mike Trudell.
Okay.
He was saying that LeBron last 7 Instagram posts, was
yeah.
about what's
Yeah,
going
you
on.
can't please everybody.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
please that.
Yeah.
But
But-
Antoine Walker though, like,
But
come on, OG.
they're thinking about
what more do you
like
want from
more
him?
content, like
But what more?
every single day posting more.
When
type
LeBron
of
posts
things.
something,
yeah,
bet a million, he getting like probably like 1 million, not 1 million likes, but he's getting a lot of
Shit,
likes.
damn near.
Yeah, I was
saying,
I didn't want
right
to
in the ballpark,
Yeah,
yeah.
so anything LeBron,
Multi-million, most
anything
definitely.
LeBron says or anything that he posts,
yeah,
it's gonna get the reaction. It's gonna be seen because he has about how many followers? Like
millions.
69 million, 100
followers. So
million.
them,
Yeah.
them
Word?
69 million followers gonna see
So let's
what he's
check.
posting.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that kind of like rubbed me the wrong way because I'm like,
Yeah.
as much as I,
But-
I never took anything away from LeBron being the leader that he is. LeBron always stepped to the plate, used his platform.
66.8.
See what I'm saying? That's wild.
66.8
wild.
million.
You got
I
the nerve to say
guarantee
million.
you he has more followers than like a presidential
Nigga,
figure.
that's filling
And,
up
yeah, that's
10
what I'm saying.
stadiums. nigga.
Exactly, that's what
10
I'm saying.
stadiums of people who
And he-
follow LeBron. That shit is ridiculous.
But I can see why. I can see a little bit why Mike Trudell said
Go ahead.
that, because just like you said, the platform that he has, that he feel as though he should be broadcasting.
No, Kendall. Mike Trudell didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
Antoine Walker said.
Oh,
he
Antoine
feel-
Walker, yeah. Well,
Mike
Antoine
Trudell.
Walker,
Yeah, right.
Like, I get why Antoine Walker said that, because he would want to see the president of NBA. That's what I call LeBron, because that's
Yeah,
really
right.
what he is. Like, he moves the needle with a lot of different things in the NBA.
Talk on
So the president of the NBA, being LeBron James, should be more vocal in I'm not saying that, but I understand like him saying that he should be like more vocal on this stance, just because of he's always talked about it. It's not like he shied
But
away
why
from
him?
it, but
Why who?
because
I mean, I understand why him, but like other players should take the initiative and also
yeah, that too.
But I
But
feel like LeBron's
push the
taking on that
envelope.
role. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
LeBron,
yeah,
he's
well, yeah,
embraced
he's
that.
the
He's
president.
embraced that. Yeah, he's
the
embraced that.
president. Like
He never-
I'll put it to you like this: if
It's it's other players that
Yeah,
could've
it's
took the
other
role, but
players that
LeBron stepped
definitely
up to
could,
the
yeah.
plate. When the NBA, when people are looking for a statement from the NBA players, they're looking for LeBron. They're not,
Yeah.
even though Chris Paul and other players are NBA, the Player Association, they're the head committee, but they looking to LeBron for
Yeah,
a statement.
the best person in the league always carries the torch.
Say it again.
Best person in the league
No,
always carries
exactly.
the torch.
Exactly.
Most definitely.
I just want that to be known.
No,
Yeah, that's
I,
facts.
I was having a conversation with a friend, and he was saying that like the difference between like the Michael Jordans and the LeBron is just like LeBron has taken on, like he's not afraid to speak out on like issues going on in the world, and like that's like a lot of where like the respect goes for LeBron in a sense, just because he's very awake, and he's not afraid, even if like you said the shut up and dribble thing, like that never stopped him. So he was always like, he's always very outspoken about it.
Definitely. That's why I say we should change the conversation on what LeBron is. He's more like a presidential
Right. He's an
figure
MVP, but he's a
GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's different when you get that kind of comparison.
I'm just loving it.
Because
And
it's
And
dope.
he's just
Yeah,
sitting
for
there
real,
like
yeah.
soaking
Nah,
it all
it's-
in. Like,
nah,
it's
You
for
have
real.
you have to be a real buffoon if you sit up there and deny everything that LeBron hate everything that LeBron.
that's
is.
why when you were
he's
saying
great,
like
yeah.
like hating LeBron or like being a LeBron hater, just because like he would destroy your team,
player,
essentially.
exactly.
Yeah,
But like
exactly.
once,
the bigger picture.
yeah, but like off the court, LeBron too. Even if you want to hate him on the court, like off the court, you
You
cannot
got
help but
human being.
respect
Got
what
to
LeBron
respect.
did.
Yeah, I
Human
think that's what
being,
really
for real.
what really drew me in.
Yeah.
And even from high school, he's the same person that he was then that he is now. He's just older.
Absolutely.
And
he was nice then, like he's still like a good nice dude now.
And
like,
I can't lie. In high school, I still really didn't see the big hype. It took me as I got older to listen and dial in more to what his message and how he is as a man. And
he was so in tune.
Yeah, he was
at such a young age. Like
exactly.
he was already thinking how he is now. Like he already moved like that. So it was
Exactly.
like second nature for him.
And shout out to Russell Westbrook and DeMar DeRozan and
Yes.
to them guys
Shout
leading
out.
the
Yes,
protest
sir.
in my hometown Compton.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
I didn't get to be there, but just seeing them guys out there in the trenches, in the field, frontlining with my people.
Walking down the
Yeah.
same
Walking
streets
down
we
the same
drive down.
Exactly.
The same
Yeah.
streets Mama
Exactly.
said don't go down there by
Man.
yourself. They out there
Legendary.
for
So
us.
shout out to Russ.
That's big.
Shout out to
That's
DeMar.
big. That's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah, that's big.
That's
It is.
leadership. That's
is.
what leadership is.
So
Yeah.
we don't have too much time in the show. 13 minutes. We
got
can take a quick break
13.
and end the show on our final thoughts and also buffoon talk. So we'll be right back, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yo. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Hood Take. We want to give a special thank to everybody that's been tuning in.
Yes, sir.
Thank you to our lovely guest, Miss Milaan.
Yes,
Thank you
Miss
for coming
Milaan.
all the way from Riverside.
Rancho.
Oh, Rancho, motherfucker. Nah, Rancho. Thank you.
From the IE, okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
If you were paying attention, you would have heard her say it, fool.
Nigga, you didn't just know this.
I do. I said Rancho.
No, you did not say Rancho.
He said
Riverside. Riverside, motherfucker. Oh, man.
Hey, yo.
All laughs on Hood
Ooh, I'm
All laughs
twisted.
on Hood Takes.
Ooh. I try to get on his head, but I got him off. That backfired.
Huh.
Nah, but before we went to commercial break,
That's
Rico,
phone talk right there.
this is what we finna show y'all. Go be nah. But
Cold
Rico,
game.
you had a question for Milaan. So,
Yes. We touched on it a little bit earlier, but I want you to, speak to someone that is starting their own company and things of that nature. What advice would you give them to branch off to start their own endeavors?
My biggest advice would just be like, just believing in yourself essentially, and like not being afraid to fail in the beginning and throughout the whole process. Actually, just learning from your failures. I think as long as you're growing the whole time, like the process. I mean, like we could touch on 76ers, but just like trusting the process essentially is just like that's the biggest thing. And like I said, just believing in yourself more than the no's you're getting, or like more than the rejections you're getting. Like believing in yourself and thinking like, all right, they're not going to determine my future. I'm gonna look in the mirror and say I have all the power. So essentially like just not letting anyone decide your future, you deciding it yourself, and just learning, reach out to people. The worst they could say is no. At the end of the day, the worst they could say is no. But just believing in yourself, learning, just all those things, and not just, you're not going to be perfect. You're not the ESPN right now, or you're not whatever, but just like having your own niche and just being yourself, and just being like, as long as you believe in yourself, you'll encourage people to believe in you as well. So it starts with you at the end of the day. So I mean, like here, like this whole thing is really dope, and just like you guys believing in yourself, and then like that, people are gonna, it's contagious. Like people are gonna see like, oh, they're confident in what they're doing. Like I'm gonna tune in or whatever, and just like being yourself, having your guys' personality come out, like that's really dope. So yeah, just being true to who you are, essentially, you'll go. Like
Appreciate that.
Appreciate you.
So that was a good question, Rico. I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great question.
So
Somebody
before
else usually asked that question. But it's,
you know,
Just start though.
good
To
question,
start
man,
out.
you know?
To start out. Yeah.
So, all right, so we gonna go. Boy, I tell you, man, I gotta do some docs. I gotta do some.
We'll talk about it in the meeting.
So we like to end the show on final thoughts, so you can shed light on anything, personal life, current events, NBA, anything. Just final thoughts before you leave the show. So
if you want to throw your Twitter, Instagram,
anything, just talk,
whatever.
say thank you, shout out, anything. But we gonna start with Rico,
All right.
and then we're gonna go to Brando. You and I.
Okay.
Man, we are 9 episodes deep in this.
Congratulations.
Nice.
Big
Man.
nine.
This is very inspirational for me, man.
Yeah.
I thank you for bringing me along, dog. You're starting to improve little niches and things about, my personal life, my professional life. And I appreciate you for bringing me along. I appreciate you for being on the show and giving your intellect. Bro,
Yes, sir.
dog,
You know
I was talking to him earlier. I didn't know you had this much intellect, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like, I
You
did
get,
not.
it get real.
For real, it get real.
You gotta
like,
stay off the kush. You gotta lay off the weed.
Yeah, but I
Y'all
appreciate
stupid.
y'all, dog. I appreciate you. Shout out to you for coming on. Thank you
Thanks
very
for having
much.
me.
Most definitely. So let's start with Brando.
Okay. 9 episodes, man. That's deep. That's deep.
Yeah.
I appreciate my cousin for cracking this whole thing off. Appreciate Rico, GB, the whole cast, Mike, Elliot, everybody up here at Third Wheel. I appreciate all you guys, man, for making this happen for us. Milaan, appreciate you for coming and taking the time. Milaan, my bad.
Milaan.
But I appreciate you coming,
Thanks
sharing
for
your
having me.
intellect with us, and just spending the time with us. And that's it.
9 episodes. That's really great. When I first started watching, I was just like, wow, they already just looked like 9 episodes. It seemed like you guys were like way more deep than that. So it's just like you guys you guys know what you're doing, and it's gonna go places. So I just want to thank you guys for having me. I guess my final take was to be like I hope we continue to have conversations just with everything going on in the world. I just want people, I mean, we're doing a good job of like continuing the conversations. There's just like Black Lives Matter and all that. So I just want to continue to get justice for people who deserve it, and just keep fighting for change. So that's the biggest thing. Yeah, and I'm honored to be here. I had a really great time today. This was very fun, very fun. I guess I'll shout myself out. So if you want to follow my YouTube channel, it's Push Through. It was Milaan.o, so it's Milaan O, so you can follow that.
You want to spell it out?
It's Milaan.
Okay.
And then just the letter O for my last name on here. So you could subscribe to my channel, and then Push Through Studios is the Instagram. So yeah. But thank you guys for having me.
Your interviews on YouTube?
Yeah, I posted on YouTube.
Oh, good.
Perfect. Yeah, so that's it.
My final thoughts, Milaan. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a blessing to have more, women power in here, especially with your knowledge of the game of basketball and just the personality that you have. It's been lovely. It's been a real positive feeling, energy, and I appreciate you. Like I said, thank you for taking a chance from coming all the way from the IE.
There you go.
The IE. From the IE.
Get it right. Moreno Valley, Riverside, Paris.
And take the time out your day to do this. Sit down with some strangers that you don't even know. Like I said, social media works in various ways. In the fact that I reached out to you. And damn, what you got to do? Go ahead. I'm playing. But no, the fact that you reached out, I reached out to you and you responded and didn't shoot it down, and you believed in it, and I thank you for that. And I support everything that you do. I love the message that you have behind your brand. I like the interviews, and you have very good content.
Thank
we're here to help each other. We're here to grow. We want to see each other destined for greatness, and by next year we're gonna be taking over. You as a woman with your own brand, you're gonna be the next Doris Brooks. You're gonna be the next Michelle Beadle. Yeah, whatever. Doris.
I gotta get you back.
You're gonna be the next one up, and I believe in you. And my question to you is, Rico kind of took it, but I'm gonna try to flip it. If you can, the next.
Rico already gave it up. Rico already did it. That's on me, bro. That's on me.
Just if you could give advice to the next person that want to do their own brand, rather it's did he ask that? Yeah,
bro.
That's on me, bro.
Yeah, he basically asked it all.
But he took that away from me. Nah, it's all good.
I was getting the side eye in the middle. I was like,
you stupid.
Fucked up.
He's had enough of you guys
today. Nah, but since I'm trying to find a good question. Is we ready for buffoon talk? Yeah. We gonna go to buffoon talk, man.
Thanks to Rico for checking this question.
Man, Rico trying to take my spot.
Look at my picture. Yeah. Look, this guy got to be on the same side as me. Look,
sexy.
Oh, that's a sexy shot.
Yeah. Sexy on 24.
As long as you realize,
So look,
dark skins rule the world, man.
You already know.
Hey.
Chill.
So over this past week, if you guys watched the last episode of Hood Talk, I asked the fellas, "What's your step back looking like? How's your step back?"
This nigga, Rico right here, want to get into detail. He want to get into detail.
He got into detail. So what I did while they were, they were in the parking lot, shenanigans. Reacting their step back. So
that wasn't this is post game. This post game.
This post game. We gonna see what it is. Let's go see if it's
pull the video of Elliot.
Let's see if it really what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Or if it's just
we finna get on your bum. Ooh, y'all know. Wait a minute. First and foremost, what do y'all have on? Okay, Rick.
Ooh. When was this?
I'm out here.
This was Wednesday.
Oh,
Wednesday.
Oh, you really chopped your hair.
Yeah. I'm out here with the uncle fit. Let's do it.
He with the Julius Irving. He with the Julius Irving afro. Dry as hell. Nah, so what do you got on?
55 like a Don King
55-year-old.
We got Don Key afro.
My man's they both got jeans on. Buddy got on some Pumas with a gray hat. Rico got on basketball shoes on black top.
Yep. Ready for whatever, bro. Whatever, bro. You can't tell, but the shorts are under, and I'm ready for whatever.
He said, I got the shorts hugging.
The shorts are hugging.
They
Oh
hugging.
my god. Buddy got on the hat.
Why I got the old man stand?
Hold on,
The why? Yeah.
Hold on,
And we just finished eating. So these niggas-
please. Oh my God.
We just finished eating.
Let's go.
Oh, shit, look.
Handshake, parking lot.
Look, the handshake though. Look at the handshake.
Right?
Oh, we got you.
He ain't.
Buffoon of the day.
Right?
He ain't.
Who's the buffoon? Who's gonna get you? Oh, he got Rico. Oh, got you. Rico, your
It's over.
turn.
It's over. Hand in face.
Buffoon of the
Go ahead.
day.
Oh my
On the
God.
record. Post him up, Rico.
Yeah, that jacket thick.
Look, he had.
Who car is that?
That's my car.
Uh-huh.
Rico. Throw that out there.
Yeah,
Okay,
go
Rico.
ahead.
Oh Lord. He running from the
Look,
smoke.
GB
Buddy
don't even
running
know
from
what
the
he
smoke.
doing.
He running. Yeah.
He there.
Rico,
Oh,
you're Karen. Oh, Rico, you moving. You in the nights too,
Oh
Rico.
my God, Rico.
You in the nights, Rico.
What are you?
Oh my God.
Okay, did you make the shot?
I did not. I
He tight. He got the slim fitters on.
Oh, look You know he ain't doing that in real life. You know he ain't doing that in real life. You know he ain't. Yo, hey, I know you know this clip because it happened on your team before it was born.
Wait a minute.
That
GB.
boy did the
GB.
Rewind.
setup
That
with
boy,
the,
if you
the
are
triple
at home,
between the
I'm
legs,
gonna
the
need you to
Jordan
never- I
69
Wow, are you shitting
my
me, you
God.
shithead? What are you doing? Wait a minute, look how fast
so
the feet.
quick.
Hey, gift that now. Gift that right now, bro. I need it.
Wait, I would have
I need it.
You guys gotta include that in your intro video.
Oh, off top. Hey, shout out
Right now
to
we have Rico coming to the court.
shout out to Lamar Jackson.
Start the whole video over. Hold on.
Shout out to Lamar Jackson. I'm trying to get my afro like that when I
right
come
now.
back.
Okay, let's listen to the commentary.
It looked like
Parking
you
lot.
just finna play center.
Oh, all day.
Wait, let's hear it.
Right?
Oh, we
I
got
the
you,
rock.
Rico. Buffoon of the day.
Right?
Who's the buffoon? Who's gonna get you? Oh, he got Rico. Oh, got you. Rico, your turn. Post him up. Buffoon of the day. On the
Nah, it was
record.
just a hand up. That's
Post
just
him up,
a, that's
Rico.
just a,
You gotta redeem
that's just a
yourself.
late
man.
contest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get me.
Rico, you had that same towel.
All day. All day.
Motherfucker, did you wash it?
Oh, I watched it, baby. I watched it, baby.
Okay, Rico.
Oh, Rico, you're Karen. Oh, Rico, he moving. You in the nights too, Rico. You in the
Pumas,
nights,
though.
Rico.
Look at he got the autograph.
He would have went. He would have went for that first one. He would have went for that first one on the court.
On the court.
On the court.
Clock your stuff. Clock your
Check the feet work though. Check the feet work, bro.
This nigga as hell don't make it no better.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Gift that. Hey, you gotta gift that, bro.
Yo,
That boy would've lost the ball.
Buddy was off the bag,
He would
boy.
have lost that ball.
Shout out GB.
Shout out GB. Shout out.
So-
GB.
Oh my God.
So came to my conclusion that you guys ones are very.
So who won?
Who won, nigga?
I won.
You
I
damn
won.
sure.
I win.
He won you with the.
That boy lost the ball. You know.
He was doing the shuffle. The Uzi Vert dance.
The
Bro.
Cupid
Oh my
shuffle.
God. GB, when you get back here,
neck was-
I'm on your
His
fucking
neck,
head, boy.
Wait a minute. His neck
yo.
was so stiff when he did it. He had no upper move. He was,
oh my
God.
Oh, Jesus
Yo.
Christ.
That boy brought personal.
Oh my God.
That was
Man,
supposed to
I'm
be
finna
in
die.
confidence, man.
Wow. I said, wow.
Drink.
Look,
I'm
Hey.
finna die.
but
All on air.
so look, thank you, Miss Milaan, for coming to the studio. We thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so
Thank
We
you for
appreciate
having
so
me.
much.
This was
Thank
great.
you. We hope you have fun. We hope we can get you back on
I had a
again.
great time. Yeah, just let me know.
And
What
you know,
about us coming on your show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
whenever
Anytime.
you guys are ready.
man, we
You
gotta
got that
we
invite?
gotta we gotta earn it. We
Yeah,
can't
earn it.
ask. We gotta earn it.
Yeah.
Y'all are working.
Let's
All
get
right.
it.
Already on
For sure.
episode.
But thank you to everybody that's been tuning into the episode. Thank you again
Thank
to
you,
Milaan. Thank you
sir.
to thank you to Rico. Thank you to
Yeah.
Fat Boy Brandon. Thank you, Elliot.
Elliot.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. And thank you, Mike. And shout out everybody that's been watching it, like I said. And see you guys next week.
Episode 10.
Episode 10.
Double digits,
yes,
baby.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
We might have a special guest. Stay tuned.
Yes, sir. Stay tuned.
Yep. Signing out for the hood takes. We signing out for the hood takes. Yep. Make a gift of the list.